Hi, thank you for the click. This is Bill Doobie and welcome to Thumbnail Hacks. Stay tuned, I'm going to get into color selection and thumbnail creation. Storyboarding helps in video production and thumbnail production. What I did was, just basically messed around with Storyboarder. The object of this is going to be to create a thumbnail out of something like this. We started with the original picture, which doesn't look like that. This is the original picture. A mistake that I made going into this, and something that you can learn from my mistakes, and that's the purpose of this channel, one of the many purposes, is I did not resize this prior to playing with it. Now, one of the things I'm talking about with playing is I played with the background, went in and I inverted the colors to see what that would do. I inverted the colors and auto level and did that. And then went with myself inverted only. And then went and put monochrome for the background and then put myself over it to see how that would stand out. As you can see, there's a lot of things that you can do, but the first thing that you should do is resize your photograph. Now it is 1920 by 1080, which most YouTubers are using that size at the moment, even though YouTube says that you should use, I think, 1080 by 720. This is a one-dimensional approach right now. What you saw earlier was I pulled myself out in a layer like that. Now, the way you do that is you put a selection over yourself and then make a separate photograph, and then you go to REMOVE.BG, which I didn't have called up. Just right over here, REMOVE.BG. Just drag your photo into here in PNG format is the best, and then put it in there. Now, why I did not use the entire photograph over here is when you download it from remove.png, you will get a much better resolution if you just use the portion that has your subject. One of the funny things that I didn't even realize is, you see this color right here? This is a purple. And this is the green of my shirt. Thanks to Nelson at Nelson Labs for taking this great picture. He might have seen something that I didn't see originally in this picture. If you go here and you look at the green and you look at the purple and you just invert just me, you'll notice that the purple and my green inverted just about match. So my original selection of a jacket for this lighting was perfect because it stands out. That is one of the things that you want to make sure that you're doing with your thumbnail, is making it stand out. The only purpose of your thumbnail is to get the click. And for some reason, I left my brand stamp in there. I wanted that in later. Let's see what else we did with this photograph. If I remember correctly, I went through and, like I already discussed with you, I went and played with monochrome background and then regular background. Now, the monochrome really didn't make me stand out at all. As a matter of fact, it made it even more one-dimensional. So I added back in the color. With inverted colors, it kind of changed things quite a bit. You can put myself in there to see what it looks like, and that's a little bit harsh on your eyes. I went and I auto leveled it. I still didn't like this presentation as much as I did this presentation. Add in a brand stamp, because we always need a brand stamp. Another thing that needed to be added in, and I did this at the very last, was a small frame. Just something that would set it apart so that if there was a dark background, if a person's working with the dark mode, it would make it stand out even more, just a smidge. We went in and we did layering. I used the word play. Then after that, I tilted it and added color. I did the same thing with several other colors. Click, which is what brought you in here, and question marks, because all I want from a thumbnail is the click. It's the click. Your title, it tells people more about what they just clicked on, and then you have content. That is how you go through and you can make a one-dimensional picture like this, the original picture, and we went from this to the final version, which is this. Lastly, make sure to resize before you start playing around. You'll save yourself a lot of time. Love you all. Have a happy holidays. Bye-bye.